Oath in control of this kickoff. I'm going to see another nasty flip reset. He does get the flip. He uses it early. Oath is absolutely unstoppable with the flip resets. We've seen it so many times. Listen, I'm down to do more crew battles, guys. I'm down to do whatever y'all are interested in. If we want to try and make crew battles happen, we can, alright? 1v1s are just a little bit simpler. But here we go. Cauli's back at it again. Oath was waiting in chat and said he wanted to play against whoever won Cauli versus Astonic. And Cauli was able to win 3-0. So now Oath is getting his debut on stream. Sounds like there were some mixed opinions on just how good Oath is in chat. A few different times people have been able to make their way onto the stream just by having chat vouch for them in the moments before their game. And so while I've never seen Oath in the top 100 before, he is going to get vouched for as being a top player. Apparently he must not be a ones main, as people are saying maybe he's a real talented mechanical player, but just doesn't use it in ones. Apparently he's about 50 or 100 MMR off of top 100 right now. So we'll see how he can handle a very talented ones, almost, I would say, ones main in Cauli, as he's been able to put himself in the top 50 pretty consistently for the past few months. And this is going to be an easy first goal for Cauli. He's just trying to decide how wide he could swing around to tap it in. Oath is your teammate, Averse? Cool. Yeah, make sure you guys get in the Discord so that you can get that top player role so we can hit you up in the future. I know Adverse is already in there, but we can get Oath. I think Astonic's already in there as well. But nice play here from Oath. He's going to break the seal.
Love me some Feer. Have an awesome stream.
Yo, thank you for the 7 months, Cesis, as Oath gets his first goal on stream. You're slumping and Cauli peaking? Cauli peaking? I mean, he's not peaking on the ladder, that's for sure. He's definitely been as high as like 20s on the ladder. But, maybe he's still peaking tonight, as he's been playing pretty well. He's going to get a kickoff goal on Oath here. It's an oh babies in the chat for the Cesis sub. 3:30 left, Cauli up 2-1. Nice catch off the kickoff. He's going to try and play that backflip late flick challenge attempt like he did before. Such a creative one. I don't think we've seen very many people going for that, but he got Astonic on it twice in the last matchup. Oath is going to find the demo, and that will give himself some time. People are saying that he's a very mechanical player. I'd love to see him go for like an air dribble flip reset or something crazy like that. He's going to go for the air dribble bump, which is definitely a hard play to make, and there's a reason why we don't see it when players that aren't top level going against each other. Notice we didn't see a single air dribble bump attempt at all in the last game. It's because the mechanic is not easy, guys. Don't pretend like Twitter likes to pretend that you could just do that all the way to #1 ranking. But it is not an easy mechanic to get right and make sure you don't get immediately punished for it. Oath thought he had an opportunity to put on an open net, but instead he puts a very soft shot that Cauli is able to save and counterattack. Air dribble bump, pretty easy. Sure, Night Owl, you're one of the top players who can pull it off. What happened here on this kickoff? Wait, what? How was Hey? Oh, okay. I keep wanting to call him Hado because of the way he has his name right now, but it is Oath. Did Cauli do something weird on that kickoff? He like didn't come to it at all, but then Oath was almost not able to capitalize on it. Talented players who do it right can make the air dribble bump look easy, like our boy Night Owl is saying in chat. But there's a reason why we don't see every single person going for it every single play. Good to see Oath get a kickoff win here. That's what you're sometimes worried about when chat says that we have a player coming in who's not a ones main. Usually they'll just get clapped on over and over and over by the ones main's kickoff, and there is going to be an immediate counterattack here from Cauli, but Oath has at least shown that he can hang in the kickoff battle so far. Another first kickoff to Oath. Flip reset early. He's going to try and musty it in. Does he get the 50-50? No, and now it'll be a wide open net. I'm going to pretend like I meant to change perfectly to that view at the right time, but I guarantee you that was an accident. It looked pretty nice though, right? Wait, we're in, I need to be in player view. Oh gosh. We'll watch the kickoff in that view again. Oh my goodness, the camera work from Feer is absolutely elite and 100% attentional. Oh, it's a nice 50 at midfield. He is able to grab the mid boost, but Cauli is able to preserve so much momentum. Take himself back out to the mid to tap that one away. Oh, the shot is easily read by Cauli, and the counterattack absolutely should be there. Oath, nice save, but the pressure is still on. Not over for him yet. Will we see another skyball flick? No, instead, we see a powerful 45-degree flick. This is the kind of stuff that I wanted to see from Cauli. Not only did he get so much more power than he had been getting earlier in the night tonight, but he also waited until just outside the net to use it, which is where he can get the most advantage out of that flick, and he's going to put on his 6th goal and take possession here off kickoff. Will he find the angle? Almost. Yes, he does. Off the crossbar. Feer, when's the next stream? The next stream will probably be the next gen stream on Thursday. I mean, I guess there's a small chance we stream tomorrow, but I think most likely the next stream will be next gen stream on Thursday. Other than the next gen stream, we might stream Sunday after next gen, because next gen will be Thursday and Friday, and then probably Sunday after that. Guys, if you're in chat and you're saying, Feer, why are you talking to Astra about next gen? What is this next gen thing? In case you haven't already heard and you don't want to put exclamation point next gen in the chat, next gen is going to be our 1v1 tournament for the players who are not able to play Salt Mine because they aren't old enough. We definitely have a few players who absolutely would have been qualifying, at the very least for the qualifiers, if not making it into the full-on league. And those players would be Chronic, who I assume has dropped out of the rankings because he stopped trying, knowing he can't make it. Because when Salt Mine was first announced, he was in like the top 20. And then Daniel, who's been top ranked forever, and Dries, who also, I think both of them by now would have already been in the qualifier. Plus a couple other high-level 1v1 players who are also too young to have a chance at Salt Mine, and who knows whether or not they would have been able to come back or not. Oath had a really nice recovery here off the ceiling, but it ended up not mattering, as he didn't actually tap it in. Oath with control off kickoff. He's going to need some very fast plays if he wants to take down game number 1. Flip reset, but not really in a position to use it. Too far gone into Cauli's corner. Cauli's going to smash in an 8th, and this game number 1 will be over. We just have to wait the last 10 seconds to get into the next one. Saucy, dude. I saw on Twitter you getting accused of dossing people. Game number 1 to Cauli. Yeah, at first I was like, oh man, this looks really bad for Saucy, and then I looked at the rest of the Twitter feed and it was just everybody saying that this kid was very toxic and probably lying, and I was like, oh, okay. Nice first play from Cauli to instantly take the lead. He's probably had the lead for, you know, 4 minutes and 30 seconds of the entire 5 minutes that have been played so far. Another kickoff in favor of Cauli. Nice early challenge from Oath to buy himself some time. We're going to see if he can try and stay on top of it. He does try and stay on top of it, and that might end up costing him a goal. The pre-flip is not good enough. And 2-0 in favor of Cauli. Cauli, yet another kickoff in his favor. But he slams it off the backboard, and this will be a free takeaway for Oath. But This is still a bad omen for Oath here. Like I said before, he was actually doing a pretty good job of playing even in the kickoffs in game number 1, but for game number 2, first 3 kickoffs go wildly in Cauli's favor, and it's just near impossible to come back from handing over 70-80% of first possessions off kickoff. You have to be so good in order to make up for that fact. So expect Cauli to take this one easily if we don't see Oath turn around the kickoffs and at least take 40% of them. 40-45% of them. And he might have a chance to make up for it and everything else he can do. Nice challenge from Cauli. He's going to try and chip it towards net as fast as he can. Not able to connect on the boost. As we know, Psionics changed the demos, guys. So obviously that would have been a demo before. Cauli bounce dribble. Putting it behind Oath. This is great execution. Because of how threatening it was, if you were to take it slow and try and put it in the bottom left corner, at any moment he could have done either. Off that one bounce off the top of his car, he could have taken it low and put it on the farthest bottom corner in the bottom left, or he could chip it up and do what he did, which is flick it perfectly into the top right. And when you have a full range of motion on your shot like that, with a late arriving defender, it's absolutely lethal, and Cauli executes perfectly to put himself up 3-1. Oh, it's chipping this one off the wall to himself. He's got a huge boost advantage, but he tries to take the low 50-50 in his Dominus, and he's unable to as it pushes past him. 14 boost for him. He's flicking it early just to buy himself some time, but he's not going to buy himself enough time, and he realizes it in the last moments. He's not even able to grab boost at midfield. Instead, he's forced all the way back to just inside his goal. Demo at midfield. And Cauli is going to be able to start a bounce dribble. None of these guys tonight seem to prefer the aerial attack, as every time they have an open field situation, like Cauli does yet again, they seem to take it low. They want to play near the ground. Nice little left-right dribble and then an attempt at a demo, but never really had a chance. Weak flick early is not going to convert into much. We're seeing a little bit of Oath falling into the trap that Cauli did, of flicking early and not really ever having a chance of putting it on, but Cauli's just going to have a little bit of a blunder at midfield and leave an open net for Oath to bring himself back within one. Big ol' whiff by Cauli. Delayed kickoff from Oath. Like to see him mixing it up in order to try and find a way to reliably win. The Night Owl bump attempt does not work as Oath is able to keep this one out. Long shot as he found Cauli out of position, but he's going to put it off the post. Can he follow it up again? He does. Nice play here from Oath. It's so hard to gauge when you have an opportunity to power these shots in, and it couldn't have been better placed. Honestly, he might be needed to put it off the crossbar. If he had put it inside the net, Cauli might have been able to get there. So perfect setup from Oath to tie it back up with 2 minutes left. Oath, low dribble. Stopped out at first, but he's going to go for it again. Bringing that onto the nose of his car, trying to set himself up for that 45-degree flick. But Cauli does such a great job of making sure that his save also sends him towards the corner boost, so that he's able to grab boost and try and keep possession of the ball, all while going for the save. Oath's patience, though, is going to potentially leave him with an open net opportunity here. Cauli in a tough spot. Oath's going to try and play it low. First one's not going to go in, but control is definitely in his favor. He's going to take it off the corner, get the flip reset. Can he execute on it? No, he puts it just outside the net for the top right corner. Cauli trying to play his counterattack fast, and Oath chips it off into the corner. This ball floating high. Oath trying to play it slow. This ends up being the wrong decision. There was certainly a turning point right here as coming off the wall. Oath needed to decide whether or not he was going to challenge that early and get up in the air, or try and retreat back to net and play it from the ground, and obviously ended up choosing the wrong one as he thought he was going to have time to get back, but he is unable to as Cauli's able to take the lead with 40 seconds left. Cauli playing the possession game, trying to take this back into his own half, but actually smacking that ball pretty hard from his own corner. Just certainly not the way to keep himself in possession, but maybe we shouldn't doubt him as he is eventually able to score with 17 seconds left. Cauli's trying to not lose a single game tonight, as he puts himself up 5-3, 17 seconds left, and we're going to need a couple good kickoffs from Oath. He wants to take this one back. Definitely expected to see a mix-up from him, so this time he goes for the full-on fake. But not only does he not get possession, but he also can't get his own corner boost. So that should be it for him in game number 2. Oath's going to have to figure out what he needs to do to take back the series, as Cauli is going to put himself on match point. Oath definitely seeming like he is liable. Did he get the double flip reset? No, he did not, as that ball will land just outside Cauli's net, and Cauli will go up 2-0. I don't know. Casting is very hard. Maybe I need to practice doing 4 games in a row. I'm gonna have to do it for the next gen. Cauli's gonna get a free goal here. Oath is trying a very difficult but maybe necessary mix-up, which is the fake kickoff on the direct kickoff, and ends up just putting himself in no man's land, and Cauli's going to punish him for it. Oath in control. Needs to execute on these opportunities. Really good defense from Cauli, putting himself in a perfect spot, making his double jump defensive attempt cut off almost every angle. Oh, let's see something nasty. This flip reset absolutely is coming here. Double flip reset. Can he put it on net? No. He can't. A lot of what ifs here for Oath as he's trying to leave the show match with a clip at the very least. Long air dribble from Oath is fancy but not effective, as Cauli is able to take it away somewhat easily, and the counterattack will put him up 2-0. Wait, did Oath find an open net here? I got a little mixed up as these two danced around it in the corner. Cauli trying to catch a little bit of a bump there, I think, to push Oath out of the way, but instead Oath gets the free open net. And Cauli will instantly get it back here, almost definitely, as he puts himself back up 2. The kickoff game might spell the entire series here for Oath. To be fair, he did do a decent enough job in game number 1, but Cauli seemed to figure out what he needed to do. Ceiling shot from Oath. Will he use the flip? Nicely placed from Oath, as that was a nasty ceiling shot to get him started. Splash. Oath kickoff possession first. His flick is dangerous, but not able to grab the boost, so he'll end up getting pushed back into his own half right away. Seems to have some frustration wave dashes on his own half. The fact that he has not been able to secure those opportunities. Interesting decision for him to play this one fast. I felt like he had a good opportunity to set up a dribble and a nice solo play attack, and instead he tried to rush it which just makes it so much easier to save in this 1v1 situation. He's going to take it off the ceiling again, though. Will he be able to use the flip? Yes, he does! Oath has figured out his way to score, and it's by going to the ceiling. The man is absolutely on fire as he taps it off and gets the second touch into the top corner. Oath getting clips saved left and right. But not only that, he's able to put himself back on a tie game with Cauli. Can he clip his way all the way to a victory? We have yet to see. Cauli doing a little bit of the opposite. A very smart, very cool, collected, slow play to push it under a wall-defending Oath and tap a fourth one in to retake the lead. Oh, slow dribble. Nice play from him to take it back, showing that he can play slow as well. Nice catch to instantly kill it and roll it slow. Cauli trying his best to stop out a flick. So all Oath has to do is let it roll and walk away. Nice delayed kickoff from him. This is a good mix-up in order to take control. Has an opportunity to put on a dangerous shot, but he went for the quick play, which I don't know if I love. Cauli made it very clear that he was going to be able to recover back for any power shot. And I'd rather see something else come from him, but the pinch on the wall. Oath is styling his way to a potential Game 3 victory. Perfect pinch off the corner to get his 5th goal. Chat did not lie when they told us that this guy was very good mechanically. Cauli with the insane mix-up kickoff. He's only ever done it when he's up big, and one time when he got instantly scored on. But this time it's not going to punish him too bad. Nice 50 from him. Should be a 5th goal if he plays it fast enough, and he will. Just good positioning from him. Hovering in front of the ball. Kind of a pre-jump, though. I think if Oath had pulled off and turned that into a fake challenge, it would have absolutely crushed Cauli. But Cauli had the read and sets himself up to tie it back up. This time the quick play is going to work for Oath. And this is the difference, man. Being able to take a couple of these kickoff goals instead of giving all of them up is the reason why he sits in the lead in this game number 3. Cauli in deep to grab the corner boost. He's able to use it to get back in time and prevent Oath's long shot from going in. Cauli driven a little bit too fast and really took away all his possibilities and opportunities to make a play when you start pushing that ball faster than a supersonic acrobatic rocket-powered battle car can go. Once you reach that max speed, it's impossible to get back to the ball, and Oath has found his stride as he is mixing in everything. A little bit more run-of-the-mill type 1v1 play here on a nice bounce dribble to himself, and then power shot into the crossbar to sneak it in for his 7th goal. Oath has figured it out in this game number 3. Cauli bounce dribble, keeping it on top, trying to take it low, go for the low 50-50, but I want to call him Hato. Every time I look at his name, I have to think, I want to call him Hato, and then I go, wait, no, his name is not Hato. His name is Oath. And he does it to me every time. Hato smashes it far out to midfield and leaves the net wide open for Cauli. This would be absolutely devastating if Oath was not able to secure this game number 3 after such a great performance we've seen from him. Low boost situation from Oath, and instead of heading back to net, he tried to flip out to challenge early, but the distance was just far too much to cover to be going for that, and Cauli did not even break a sweat. taking that power shot from midfield. Flip reset for Oath. Will he be able to use it to get it in? No, instead he'll take the low 50-50 and get his 8th goal. Nice play from him. He ended up losing that dribble a little bit. I feel like Cauli almost could have played it much safer than that, but it's hard to know whether or not these ultra-talented players are going to be able to use that flip reset in an effective way or not. But this time he doesn't use it and instead just takes the 50-50 to get the 8th goal. 30 seconds left. Cauli's not going to be able to grab his own corner boost. He'll need this one and another kickoff goal if he wants to tie it back up. This flick is somewhat weak, but he might be able to get it on the second opportunity. Oath is back on the ground faster than you can blink your eye. And he's going to put on... No, he's not. He's going to hold on to the ball instead of putting on his 9th goal and just waste a little bit more time, which is maybe the safer play, because if he had smacked on a power shot that by some miracle Cauli was able to save, then maybe he would have been counterattacked right away. But he is going to give chat the 6-9 score that we so desperately wanted, as Oath should be taking this game number 3 and preventing the sweep. That'll be it, 6-9. Oath finding his first game on stream. The crowd chants we want more and they get more as we head into game number 4 of Oath versus Cauli. Has Oath figured it out in the last half of game number 3? His play is so volatile as it seems like he relies on a mechanically heavy repertoire of skills in order to get the win in game number 3. So can he keep that up for the entire rest of the series is yet to be seen. But a little bit of an own goal from Oath, and that's certainly not the way to do it. Nice air dribble. I think Oath just didn't realize Cauli was going to get one more touch, and that turned Oath's challenge into an own goal. Big fakes by Cauli, I guess, on his own half. Oath is not going to be able to find the angle. Cauli trying his best to get behind this ball. Is Oath going to get the bump? Nice play from him as he is continuing to put on the all the most stylish goals compared to him and Cauli. Nice bump. What a play from Oath as he flies just in front of that ball and hits Cauli out of the way to tie it back up 1-1. Thank you for the follow. It's Dilm. Oath has just come into his own here in the latter half of Game 3 and the beginning of Game 4. Nice flick up to himself. He'll grab just a little bit of a pad, and Cauli just also making a little bit more mistakes. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Cauli had been so good at stopping out every sort of average attack that Oath had. Anything that wasn't an insane flip reset ceiling shot play was getting stopped out until recently. Cauli maybe a little bit shaken after losing game number 3. Cauli trying his best to hold on to his boost advantage here. He is going to turn it into a demo. He needs to corral this one back on net as fast as possible. Nice setup for himself. Pre-jump save from Oath. What a play from him. All you can do when respawning is jump up and go for the pre-flip save. This time he puts himself in the perfect spot and is able to continue it with one more tap for the 3rd goal. Oath is absolutely on fire right now. He's adjusted that kickoff to go late every time. That seems to work much more often for him. Flip reset as he's going to take it low to the ground. Hado. I want to call him Hado. Hado is absolutely unstoppable. And this is the benefit you get when you put a couple nice flip resets on early that actually use the flip, it's going to start forcing that defender up. He has to come up to try and stop it out, otherwise he's going to look silly on the ground. But with a player as talented as Oath, he's able to recognize that all he needs to do is just let it drop, and he'll still score. Oath has figured it out as he gets another kickoff goal to go up 5-1, which was his biggest glaring weakness in the first couple games. Cauli diving in to take corner boost from Oath, but Oath makes the read quick and grabs his at midfield. Bounce dribble for Oath, free jump from Cauli. The 50 ends up working perfectly, but Oath is able to get back to it in time. He had saved enough boost to not get caught out. Long shot from Oath. Tapped away from Cauli. This dribble is taken away. These guys are ping-ponging back and forth. Great opportunities. But both of them able to stop each other out. For the first time, it's slowing down a bit here in the corner. Cauli having to jump early. Almost forced to go grab that corner boost just to make sure that he doesn't get demoed, since Oath was following right behind him. And then Oath, sorry bud, the bumps and demos changed, my guy. So you're not going to get the demo you wanted there. Instead, Cauli's going to get his second goal. I'm going to blame every non-demo on the new rules. I haven't actually played with them at all, so I don't know how they feel different. Does Chad have any opinions on the bumps and demos? Do they feel a lot different? Nice setup from Oath. Not able to crowd in the back of the net, and instead that should be a counterattack goal, but I guess maybe Cauli did not have enough boost to do it. So Oath will get back in time. Oath with absolutely zero. Uses a well-timed flip to push it back into the corner, and that is quite the blunder from Cauli. He needed to grab that corner boost. He would be in such more advantageous of a position right now if he had not let that one slip past him. But Oath was able to grab it, and that just revitalizes a starving defender when you give up 100 boosts like that. Cauli passed to himself. Big ol' whiffs here from Oath, but Cauli did not expect it, so he might not end up capitalizing on it. Yeah, instead, he has to reverse just to get back around to the ball. And his flick gets saved away, but eventually it will go in as Oath trying to play quick, fast, on top of the offender's defense. Instead, he gets the ball chipped over him and then doesn't even watch it go in. Oath in control of this kickoff. Are we going to see another nasty flip reset? He does get the flip. He uses it early. Oath is absolutely unstoppable with the flip resets. We've seen it so many times. He can take it low. He can take it high. He can do anything. And Cauli just cannot find a way to stop it. Oh my goodness. A high bounce out to midfield. Cauli trying to set himself up to prevent Oath having a free dribble. Instead, Oath goes up high and puts it perfectly top shelf to go up 7-3. Oath looks like a completely new man here. Did Oath hand the controller over to Dominus Chronic or what? Because Oath has figured it out in these last two games. Cauli is going to get a fourth, but he's going to need a lot more in the next 18 seconds if he wants to win this one before Game 5. even if Cauli scores this one, game number 4, going in favor of Oath. Momentum, big time on his side. Will he hit this double tap? Oh my goodness, he didn't! Oath is trash. But this is going to be another Game 5 hype tonight. This time, Oath in his debut, trying to take down Cauli. Game 5 hype. If you're a sub and you're in chat, please give us the Game 5 hype. We will be forever grateful as we head into yet another one. Cauli versus Oath. Cauli, the 1v1 main, who was absolutely in control for the first 2 games of this series. But halfway through game 3, when it looked like all hope was lost for Oath, he just turned it on and seemed to figure it out. The big thing that he did, on top of being able to hit nasty flip resets and ceiling shots to just kind of give himself some confidence, is figure out his kickoff situation, because that kickoff was hurting him so much. But he has been able to at least stop the bleeding in that category, and that has been the difference between him being able to take some leads in these games and having to play from behind the whole time. A couple fake challenges at midfield, and Cauli is able to slam this one in. I'm not sure if it was so much a fake challenge as just trying to prep himself to put himself in a good spot for Cauli's hit, but Cauli, with his pre-flip, ends up flying past the ball and leaving an open power shot for Oath. Kickoff goal for Cauli. He's going to get going in this game number 5. He's going to find some confidence off this one, I'm sure. That's the last thing he wants to see, is himself go down big early in game 5, considering the intense momentum that Oath has right now. The game is just completely different at this point for Oath. Stuff that just was not working for him before. I don't know if Cauli's playing different. A nice challenge, a nice backflip challenge off the back wall is something that I'm sure Cauli was not expecting. But all of a sudden, it just seems like everything is going in favor of Oath. Something that Cauli was definitely having for him in his favor for the first couple games, where every sort of midfield challenge just seems like he was playing him slightly better and coming out on top on almost all of them, in a way that makes it feel like a player is unstoppable, which is how it felt for Cauli for the first 2 games. All of a sudden, it's completely switched, and maybe it's confidence, maybe it's just momentum, but all these different midfield plays seem to now just be going ever so slightly in Oath's favor. It almost seems like Cauli's doing what maybe Oath was doing earlier, which is like playing panicked or playing with a behind mentality, trying to play fast and catch them off guard, and it's just ending up putting him in positions that he's not used to, and Oath has been able to capitalize so far in these last few games. Oath's going to chip this one high. Not a lot of boost to go up for it, so he's trying to watch Cauli to see what he's going to do. Cauli, good save, and this will be a second goal for him, as he's going to bring himself within 1. Weak kickoff from Cauli. You can just tell that he did not align that one right when watching on his screen. A much cleaner kickoff for Oath. And that's not a description right there of how the tides have turned over the course of the 1v1, with Oath hitting a perfect kickoff and Cauli wavering. Cauli in control, no boost. Needs to play this smart and just base it off of the way that Oath dictates on defense. And Cauli did as good as he really could have been expected to do. Almost found a way to flick it over him despite having no boost. Cauli not able to play this one fast enough and on net. So it's going to end up bouncing off the back wall. Having used up every last bit of his boost to stay with Oath here, and Oath has got 100. Chip to himself. Cauli not wanting to play it in the air. Potentially had an opportunity to go for a second touch after bouncing that one high, but instead likes to play it on the ground where he feels more comfortable. Certainly a more safe play from him, and nice execution here on the wall. Holy cow! Oath! How did Oath get back? What happened there? What a recovery from Oath. I feel like I have to watch that again from Oath's perspective. That did not seem possible. Cauli had a wide open net, and Oath just came raining in from the skies to somehow keep Cauli out. I do not understand how that happened. But either way, Cauli is going to get his third goal as he is trying to reduce the gap here in game number 5. Kickoff advantage for Cauli. Once again, these guys are going to trade boosts. Ooh, big whiff means a free goal for Cauli, and it's going to tie it back up. Oath has been playing so well and so fast for the majority of these last few games. Tried to hit the wave dash on the corner, and my goodness, looking at it on the replay, it looked like he set up the wave dash about as good as he could. He was pretty much touching the corner when he started that dash, but I guess something about that corner is a little bit confusing when it comes to hitting wave dashes. If Oath doesn't have this one go in his net, he is just purely lucky. I am surprised to see this full-on fake kickoff from the straight-off kickoff. Oath had figured out his kickoffs. He had slowed Cauli down, and I feel like he had even won some of the straight-on kickoffs, and yet for some reason he goes back to his full fake method, which Cauli has already proven that he can get the read on that and punish him for it. And now Cauli all of a sudden is looking at a lead of his own with 1:30 left. Will he be able to finish off what he started in games 1 and 2? Or will Oath take him down in a reverse sweep? Cauli trying to push this one far away, and even ends up getting a little touch on Oath to drive him away. But Oath refuses to be boxed out, jumps over Cauli and taps in a little pre-flip 5th goal to tie it up. A minute left, and it's looking like this one's going to come down to the very last moments. Cauli trying to get to the corner to grab boost, but I think Oath is going to be on top of this. Ooh, a big fake kickoff. Cauli thought Oath was going to be able to take it away, but Oath never planned on going all the way in. Nice play from Cauli after midfield to take it directly to the net. Oath was truly just in a tough spot ever since he missed down that fake challenge. Trying to play backwards that whole time. Eventually it caught up with him as he pinches it out to midfield, and Cauli taps it in for the 6th. These two dancing back and forth at midfield. Cauli first to get a nice opportunity on net, but Oath double taps it to himself to keep it away. A nice play off the wall to keep possession, but 30 seconds left, and Oath needs to put another one in, but that should be potentially the end of the series. I definitely am calling it too soon with 21 seconds left, but Oath felt like he needed to get himself back on the ball and put some pressure on Cauli, but as so frequently happens in 1v1s, that player that's in the lead can play calm and collected. He knows Oath has to make the challenge, so he just taps it over him easy. And now it's going to be a 2-goal deficit that Oath has to make back. Has to put this kickoff goal on net, and he does! He finds the angle with 14 seconds left. This is not easy, and I bet you if it wasn't as late in the game, Oath would not have even tried to find this angle, because so often the defender's able to save that easily and then get a very effective counterattack, but of course Oath had to take the risk there and finds the perfect placement. 14 seconds left. He's got boost in possession. Cauli's going to try and take it away early. Cauli has absolutely no boost, but we see another repeat of what we saw with Daniel with a full field carry, but no, Cauli's able to refresh his boost. He's going to try and tap it over the corner, and Oath is there, tapping up to himself, but absolutely nothing for him. He only's got a pad. Cauli should be able to keep this out. Oath passes it up to himself. He's going to put it into the corner, and he needs to avoid a demo so he can't grab that last bit of boost. This is still in the air, and he's got 100. Cauli's going to go try and tap it down, but he shoots it instead, and it's going to work out. Cauli is going to go up 8-6. Smart move by Cauli not to aim for the ground, but instead just to aim for the net. He says there's no way you can keep it out of the ground if it just goes to the back of your net. And Cauli will be able to take it and prevent the reverse sweep in Game 5 as he wins 8-6.